So, have you ever met someone and instantly thought that they may be arrogant or they may be really nice to you? Or maybe when you walk into a classroom, you already know what is going to happen. Like the teacher will teach, the students will sit down, and someone might ask some questions. So, have you ever wondered that how your brain predicts all the situations so quickly? Well, your brain is using something called schemas. Schemas are mental shortcuts that help us to understand about people, events, and sometimes even ourselves. So today, we'll try to understand type of schemas that help us to understand the world very quickly. And wait for the last one because it's a very really interesting schema. So let's go. So first is person schema. Person schemas are beliefs or ideas we have for a certain kind of people. For example, someone tells you that a person is a professor. So suddenly your brain imagines someone who is a person who reads a lot, a strict person, an intelligent person, all that kind of thing. But what if the professor turns out to be extremely funny and casual? Another example, that suppose someone says you that he's an introvert. So many people first start thinking that he or she may be shy or like don't like social gatherings or they're just like quiet every time. But is it always true? Are introverts always quiet and shy and don't like social gatherings? So person schema help us to understand people and understand people quickly, but it can sometimes lead to stereotypes and wrong assumptions. Second is script schema. Script schemas are mental expectations that how a event usually happen. Now think about something very common like attending a class. When you walk into a class, you already know what is going to happen. No one explains you that. You already know the sequence how events are going to form. For example, the teacher will come, students will sit down, the teacher will start teaching, someone will ask a question, and the teacher will give some homework and the teacher will leave. So this is the script your brain has for a classroom situation. But imagine something unusual happens. Like you walk into the class and the teacher says, "Today, students will teach the class and I will sit and listen." So many students will feel confused because it usually breaks down the usual script you have in your mind, the script of the classroom. So script schemas helps us to predict what will happen next in everyday situations, which makes life easier and more organized. Next up is role schema. Role schemas are expectations how people should behave in a certain role. For example, when we think of a doctor, what do you expect? We expect from them is to be serious about health, be knowledgeable, help people, be humble in nature and all that kind of things. Or let's take example of parents or siblings or friends or maybe girlfriend or boyfriend. All these kinds roles. We have expectations of these roles in our mind. Like we have a role expectations for parents, for how our brother should be, how our mother should be, how my sister should be, how your girlfriend should behave, how your boyfriend should behave. You have a role schema for all this. So role schemas help society function smoothly because we know what to expect from different kind of people. The last one, but the most important schemas we use in our daily life is the self schema. Self schemas are beliefs that we have about ourselves. For example, if someone believes that he or she is a very organized person, they will plan their day, keep things structured, and even feel very uneasy when things go other way. Or if someone believes that I am bad at public speaking. So even if they have the ability to speak in public, they might avoid presentation and feel anxious while speaking or even doubt themselves. So self schemas shape how we think, behave, and even what kind of opportunities we choose in our lives. Sometimes the biggest limitations that come to us comes from what we tell ourselves, that what we are. So the most interesting thing about schemas is that it shows that how really powerful our mind is. So every day, without even realizing it, our brain organizes people, situation, and events into patterns so that you can understand the world faster and navigate your life very easily. So next time when you notice yourself making an assumption about a situation, a place, or a people, just pause for a second and smile at your mind because it's simply doing what it was designed to, trying to make sense of the world. Thank you so much for spending these few minutes learning psychology with me. I hope this helped you to understand your mind a little better. Take care, and I'll see you soon in my next video.